to fix a chopping baseball swing. As you can see right now, you see one of my students, his name is Mike. And as you can see, there's a lot going on with this swing, but one of the things that really pops out is that he has a very choppy swing. And this swing led to him popping balls up. It led to him hitting a lot of ground balls. It led to him not being as consistent as he wanted to. And if you look right now, you'll see that it's a completely different swing. And I'm going to share with you the things that we did to completely change your swing from this to this. So there were several things that we actually worked on, and that's what we're going to cover in this video. So watch until the end so you can get all of those, so you can fix your chopping baseball swing. So the first thing we did was we worked on the base. Now, if you've been watching my channel, I always talk about the base because the base is by far the most important part of hitting. Base is, in other words, balance. If you're not balanced as a hitter, you're going to be inconsistent with your swing. And if you look right here, you'll see that his base is all over the place. It's almost like he is on a surfboard. He's just moving all over. His lower half is just super inconsistent. And if we look at the best players in the world, the most exciting players in baseball, we'll see that they all have a strong base. And what I mean is, it doesn't matter what they're doing. They can have a high leg kick, a no stride, whatever they're doing, their base is consistent every time they get to the same position, and they are balanced. They're not moving all over the place. When it comes to the swing, like a home, if the foundation is rocky, the whole home comes crashing down. So if your lower half gets all unbalanced, that swing isn't going to work. And you can be here taking swings all day, off the tee, off BP. You could be taking swings all over, but if you're not working on the lower half and staying consistent, staying strong, staying balanced, you're going to struggle as a hitter. And you'll see that. Watch the best players that you've played against. Watch the best hitters on your team. If you're not the best hitter, watch them. You'll see that they always get to the same position no matter what, and they're always balanced. So the drill we use to help them create a strong base is just simple drills. One is the 3-second hold, and I got this from Manny Ramirez when I was in the Dominican Republic playing for the Aguilas, one of my most favorite teams to play on. Well, he was not playing on that team, but he would come and show up and take swings. And I remember talking to him about hitting, and he always talked about balance and being in control every single time and not letting the pitcher be in control. So what he would do is he would take a swing, bam, he would hit, and he would just stay in this position right here. Just stay in there. He didn't want to be moving all over the place. He just wanted to hold there for a few seconds. And if we look at the top players in the game, Bryce Harper, every time Bryce Harper swings, he just holds. They want that base to be strong. They want to be balanced. They want to drill that into their head, drill that into their body, muscle memory, so that they're not moving all over the place. Because when you get to the higher levels, they start moving that ball, they start adding and subtracting. And then if you're moving all over the place and just BP, it's going to be very, very hard in the game. So that's the first thing. We do the 3-second hold. Every time we have him swing, just hold. Stay in that position. We don't want to be falling. We don't want to be doing any of that. We just want to stay in that position for up to 3 seconds. And I'll play like a little game with them. I'm like, all right, come on, hold for 3 seconds. Hold for 3 seconds. Let's see how many times you could do it in a row. And it just becomes fun. And we just basically drill that into their head to keep that balance. Now, the next drill that we did is kind of like an alternate from that. And it's pretty much the same concept where they're going to take a swing. But as soon as they're done with the swing, try to come back to this position. Okay, so it's just like swing, bam, back. Okay, now if they're able to do this, then they're balanced. But you'll see a lot of times they'll swing and they're gonna struggle to get back to that position. So that was one of the things that we really, really worked on, was our base. We crafted, we drilled. It got to the point where it was annoying. And I'm sure if you watch several of my videos, I'm always talking about the base. So imagine, we're working together. I'm going to be always talking about that. And that was what Barry Bonds would tell me. Anytime I would struggle, I would send him video. He'd be like, your base, your base, your base. And he would say it all over. He would drill it in my head. And you know, that's what, you know, we worked on, and it helped a lot. So the second thing we did, we just bent his torso over a little bit more. If you're going to widen up, if you're going to get a strong base, you're going to, you know, bend over a little bit more. You know, you're not going to be standing straight up. And if you look right here at this old video, you'll see that he's standing just straight up, directly up. And this tends to get a lot of kids to get real choppy with their swing because they're just using all their hands down to the ball. And I like to, you know, what I shared with Mike was, think about a golfer. A golfer doesn't swing like this. They don't swing like that. They bend over, they get over, you know, and I'll show you from this angle. They get over here and then boom. You see how their torso is bent over just a little bit more? And this allows them to get to that pitch and drive it to, you know, where they want to. Keep it on the green. And that's what I shared with them. You know, in golf, that's how it is. In baseball, we need to, you know, start working and start doing that. And that's what we started to do. And the reason why I said that to him was because when I was in high school, this is how I batted. I was over the plate like this, and I'd be just like this with torso bent over. I had a strong base, soft step. You know, it didn't matter. I wasn't going to move much just because I was wide like this. And I just dry balls, try to get them in the air and hit them as far as I possibly could. Well, I went to UCLA, it's my freshman year, and they're like, you know, we want you to hit more low liners and, you know, pierce the gaps. So, you know, I changed. You know, if I didn't listen to them, then I'll have to sit the bench. So I changed my swing, and I started being more upright, and I was hitting more line drives over the second shortstop's head, and occasionally get my doubles in. And that was great. It got me drafted. And when I became pro, they said, hey, you need to have a better trajectory on your ball. You're hitting this way and it's good, but we need you to get it a little bit higher so those doubles turn into, you know, potentially home runs. So I went back to my stance where I'm a little bit more over the plate with the, you know, my torso bent over and my base, you know, base wide and strong. And I started hitting more home runs, and you know, that's how it went. So that's the reason why I recommended that, and that's the reason why, as you see right now, he's doing that. And that's his, and now he's starting to hit more doubles and start hitting more home runs and being the hitter that he can be. So the last thing we did was changed him from being a knee spinner. As you can see right now, he's just spinning. When I say knee spinner, it's just another way of saying squishing the bug, but doing it incorrectly. I'm not really, you know, against squishing the bug, but you got to do it the right way. Basically, what you want to do is, you want to, when you start swinging, you want to start putting the weight inside of your back foot. So more like a tilt here. And then as you start driving up the middle towards the center field, then, and after you swing, then you can spin. But it's not just knee spinning where you're just going like this, right? That's what I call knee spinning, and that's why they give squishing the bug a bad name. So that's what I would recommend. That's what we worked on. And the way we did that was we had a very, very low tee. You can buy it on Amazon. I'll put it up right here. You can see it. Buy it on Amazon, ship it right to you. It's one of my things that I have when I'm working with kids. So we get this ball, we put it on that low tee, super, super low tee. Another way you could do it is you could get a Gatorade bottle and you could put it on the Gatorade bottle. And I would tell them, just hit the ball. And if they're a knee spinner, so say it's right here. If they're a knee spinner, bam, they're gonna just roll that right into the ground. But if they're working inside their body, like working directly towards you, this way, see how I'm starting to work this way with my pelvis going that way, going towards you, working that way. If they're working that way, then they're going to hit a line drive right back up the middle. And that's what we want. Want that direction to work here rather than work there, right? And that is exactly how we changed him from being this type of hitter to this type of hitter. As you can see, he's not chopping the ball anymore. He's getting on plane, he's finishing high, he's driving that baseball, and he's being a much more consistent hitter. So if you enjoyed this, you'll love this video right here, which talks about how to fix a late baseball swing. It's a big issue with a lot of young players. So if you're interested in that, definitely click that video, watch that video. It's gonna help you so much in your game. So go ahead, click it right now, and I'll see you in the next video.